Okay, so we have a web application here, something that every web citizen would see and understand exactly how it works. We have pagination, we have cards, and if I get to one of these cards, um, I'll see the recipe itself. If I go back or just press the home button, I'm back again. And if I search for something that starts with sal, I'll get salmon or salad and whatever, right? Okay, so it's not a typical web application that is based on WordPress or some other MVC implementation. It's a Go-based application, and the front-facing application itself is a simple web server that all it has is this UI with this search box and nothing more, right? So the way I manage these recipes is through a CLI application. Now, let me just show you around the application, and then I'll show you how would I use the CLI command to update, for example, uh, this recipe, right? So we have 3 instances of the same thing, and there is an image that we need to change because it's not a tiramisu image. Now, what do we have here? We have a K3s implementation, which is an edge Kubernetes instance, right? We have a Go application that all in all weighs something like 15 megs. And we have the backend. So as I said, I control the backend via this CLI command. Currently it's on Windows, but it's cross-platform if you want to build it on other platforms. And this thing mimics exactly the workflow of something like kubectl or the Docker client, right? So I found that Cobra, the CLI framework, is extremely convenient for me. And what I do exactly is just alter the data, just a simple CRUD implementation of the recipes, which are JSON objects at the end of the tunnel. And I have a simple CRUD for images that I store in a bucket, in an S3 bucket on MinIO, which is a self-hosted S3 bucket variant, right? So let's look at this. This is the command, right? I can get images and there are tab completions. As you can see, I don't have the tiramisu image, so I'll create one, right? So I'll create image and give it the tiramisu JPEG, which is the thing, and that's it, right? So if I'll check back, we have the tiramisu image. Now, as I said, we have 3 tiramisu recipes, and we see them here. It's a duplication problem. Let's clean it up a little, right? So we'll get recipe tab completion and till, and of course tab completion because I have implemented tab completion. It's a really neat trick because I don't have to write too much. Now, if I want to query for several recipes, these are the recipes, right? So we have the name, the slug, and whatever comes after. So let's just delete this one. As I said, tab completion deleted, and if we refresh, the query is still intact here and here, right? So it's updating up tab also. And by the way, this search box is strictly something that I get out of the box from the Postgres instance. Okay, so we have one less tiramisu recipe, and we can delete the other one also. Now we have one tiramisu instance as a recipe, right? So let's get the recipe. And I can JSON it, but more importantly, I can, let's say, JSON output, right? I can YAML it, just like I would with something like a kubectl instance. So I'll redirect it to tiramisu YAML, and here it is. Now the neat trick here, I have the entire recipe here, right? And it is sort of a backup, right? I have the tiramisu image and the tiramisu recipe. So I'll take this name and change it here, because I know exactly that this is the only place that I change it. This is the entire link for all of the images, and all of the images get to the same bucket. So this is it. And if I get the same images, right? So that's the link. And after I have updated this recipe here, I will update it on the database. So I got the recipe. Now let's update it. Right, so let's see. Oh, sorry, I didn't give it the YAML file. It's extremely important to know how exactly the program works, right? So update it. Refresh, and here it is. So we have an updated tiramisu recipe and a single one. So, as I said, a minimal web application, and the reason I chose it because it's not a dynamic language like Python or PHP or something, because with dynamic languages, if someone uploads something malicious on your web server, he could just trigger it, right? But this is only one side of the puzzle. The other one is that I've put it in an S3 bucket. And I don't know about you, but I like using CLI commands. And back in the day, I was a network engineer, and I just adored the Cisco iOS command line tool. And that's it. I think it was worth making a video out of it. I hope that you'll get something out of it also.